Hi, Glenn Phillips here with Lake Homes Realty and lakehomes.com. Today, I want to talk to you about 5 real estate agent marketing tactics that you should ignore. All right, so let's dig right in. First off, number 1, no cost to the buyer. This is actually one thing that's never been really true in almost any transaction. It's been such a problem that the National Association of Realtors actually said agents shouldn't say that anymore. So if you run across somebody that says, hey, use me to represent you buying property, there's no cost, I'm free, they're not allowed to say that anymore because they do get paid and it comes through the system. And it's unless you find an agent who's genuinely getting no compensation anywhere, that's not accurate. So be aware that you may not be directly paying them, but there is a cost and you want to get a good value for what you are paying, even if it's indirectly. Tactic number 2 that you should ignore, the quote, $1 million producer. Now that sounds pretty impressive. Hey, my real estate agent's a $1 million producer. Okay, let me tell you what this means. It means they sold or represented a buyer or seller that totaled over the course of a year $1 million of property. Well, that's 4 houses at $250,000 a piece. That's really not a lot of property if you think about it. $1 million sounds big, but that's not what the agent got. In fact, most $1 million producers make less money than underpaid school teachers. So if you think about it from that perspective, that's not that impressive. Now, the industry likes to do this and people like to do it because it sounds impressive to people who don't understand, but don't be wowed by somebody who just sells $1 million. All right, tactic number 3, the most listings. Now, there are times where an agent who has the most listings may be a really good sign that they're a great agent. But most of the time, there's a different problem. You need to look and see if their listings have been on the market a long time. Right now, we're in a really hot market. Well-priced properties go quick. You want an agent who's represented and sold a lot of homes, not that they've taken a lot of overpriced listings and let them just sit. That's not helping anybody. It's frustrating buyers, it's frustrating the seller. So do they have listings that are moving versus they have them that are sitting? And there are a lot of agents who go, look, my signs are everywhere. I have all these homes for sale. Well, no, you're not in the home listing business, you're in the home selling business. Get those suckers sold. All right, tactic number 4, the largest local office, meaning, look, we have more agents in our office and that's going to help you. Here's the reality, these listings and buyers are a big ecosystem. And the listings from one agent, whether they've got one person in their office or 300 or 400 agents in office, they tend to go in the MLS, the multiple listing service, and they tend to go to various websites all over the place. And so saying, oh, there are more of our agents, that's going to help get your home sold, that's not really true. All the agents in the market would love to bring a buyer to get your home sold. It's not that office, in fact, if anything, if that office is going to make it a broker exclusive and not share it with the world, it limits your pool of buyers. So that's something that sounds impressive, but the reality is once it goes into the systems, all the agents should be wanting to sell it, whether they're from an office of one person or hundreds. And my last point, number 5 of the tactics that you need to ignore about real estate agents is your home will be marketed on thousands of websites. Well, that's actually not anything particularly special. There's 2 reasons for that. One, many multiple listing services, once an agent, regardless of their brokerage, puts their listing, your home, if you're trying to sell, into their website, it gets syndicated. And in fact, you can go make a website and buy listings to access to these listings. And most of these websites get little to no traffic. And so that doesn't really make a lot of difference. What you want to know is it marketed on the correct websites for your audience? For instance, in our niche, Lake Homes Realty, we're focused on lake home buyers and sellers, and we bring that right type of traffic. Showing up at all these other websites that aren't that type of buyer, it sounds impressive, but it does nothing to get your home sold or sold at a better price. So all this, there's pros and cons, and you can evaluate your agent carefully, but I need you to pay attention to these 5 real estate agent marketing tactics that I believe you should ignore. I hope this has been helpful. We have lots of other videos and tips at lakehomes.com, as well as thousands of properties that are for sale across the country at the lake, both homes and lots, and our own licensed expert real estate agents that you can talk to about your market to find you your dream lake home or get your home sold for the best money. Thank you and have a great day. For more information, be sure to check out lakehomes.com.